Hi, Mark here with an AMS Club tip. Today we're diving into chart reporting directly within D365. A quick tip to help you master Dynamics 365, one tip at a time. Okay, let's dive right in. So I've got all my opportunities here in front of me. Now this could be all orders, it could be all opportunities, all quotes, all your accounts, it could be any view within the system. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to click on to Show Chart in the command bar. That brings me up my charts pane on the left-hand side with a default chart that's been loaded. What I'm going to do also is just in the sites map, just collapse by clicking on the three horizontal lines to get some more screen space. Great. Okay. So now we've got our chart pane on the left-hand side. We've got charting dynamically within the system. So we can click onto any of these segments on this top customers report, and we can drill down into those in more detail. I'll come to that in just a moment. But what if you want to create your own charts within the system? Well, that's very easy to do because if we just click on the charts drop down here, we can see there's a whole range of them. And this will vary depending on your system, whether you've customized some yourself, whether we've configured some of them for you, and whether some of them have been removed or not. But if you want to create your own charts in the system, you can click on the three vertical dots here, the ellipsis, and then select New. Now, the chart editor can take a while to open sometimes on the first load, but it runs quickly after that. And so what we've got in here is got a whole range of options. Now, I won't go through all of them because once you're in here, you can have a play to your heart's content. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the legend series or the entry, the legend entries for the series, I'm going to select, what am I going to select? I'm going to select topic, and we're going to count topic. But I want this to be a line chart because along the bottom axis, I want to use the close date. I want to get a pipeline report essentially, and I want to know by month the number of opportunities that are set to close. So here you can see I've even got a preview, so it's really helpful within here. Now this depends on the number of records in your system. If you've got more than 20,000 records in your all opportunities view, simply change the view to one where there's less in there and you'll get your charts preview. Okay, so straight off the bat, really helpful. I can see this is going to give me a count of all my opportunities with a monthly close date. Now you can change this from month to week, day, quarter if you want. So really, really flexible. If you're on the longer time frame, perhaps if your opportunities go over years, you can have it by year. But I'm going to leave it for the most common one, which is month. Okay, let's take a look at how that's looking in the system. So I can click on to save and close here. It tells me the chart editor is open in a new window. I can close that down. Boom, there we go. We've got our pipeline reports now. And as always, this depends on the view you're looking at within the system. So this is looking at all opportunities at the moment. But if I wanted to change this to my open opportunities, recent opportunities, that's all available in here as well. If I wanted to analyze just my open opportunities, then I could click on that also. I think all of mine are open at the minute, so the chart will look the same. Yeah, there we go. But the chart remains depending which data you're filtering on the right-hand side. So let's just change this back to all opportunities. Okay, this is great, but one thing that might be really helpful is to overlay on another series the pipeline value of these. So we know the number that are closing, but what does the value look like? So if we click onto the ellipsis again and edit, and then what we can do now is we can choose another series. So alongside topic as a count, we can then also select estimated revenue. And that automatically defaults as a sum because it's a monetary field. And actually, I'm going to leave it as a column chart. So I could select a different chart here, but actually because it's a line chart already and I'm overlaying this additional series onto it, it kind of defaults it to a column chart in the first place. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll save and close. Wow, look at that, fantastic. I've now got a count of the opportunities and a sum of the opportunities closing in my pipeline report. Looks a little bit squeezed. So what we can do is we can just click onto the ellipsis here and we can expand the chart and we get our full screen space back. So really, really powerful tool here to build charting directly within the system. I can hover over it and I can see for my 3 million there, I've got my 1 million down here and so on. If you wanted to rename it, we can just click on the ellipsis and edit. It automatically tries to be helpful and gives you a suggestion of a topic. But actually, I'm just going to put an underscore with mine so it sorts it quite top of the list. And I'm just going to say this is a pipeline report month. closed and value. And I'm going to say that it's a line plus column. Save and close. And we can see I've now got my pipeline report with a different title ready to go. Now that's saved it as a personal chart. So you can see it displays within my charts here, not in system charts. So if this was one that you wanted to be available to other people in the business, you could either share it, which we'll come to in a separate video, or you could just ask AMS support and put a ticket in and ask if we're able to recreate this as a system chart for you. Then it will be available to everyone in your system. Thanks for tuning into this week's AMS tip. Hope you found it useful. If you did, give us a like, share it with your team, and subscribe for more. And remember, all my systems is here to help you get the most from Dynamics 365.